Pandorum, released in 2009 and is directed by Christian Albert, who's also behind such films like Curiosity and the Cat and Antibodies. And this film is starring Ben Foster, Cam Gigante, Antij Treu, Kung Lee, Eddie Rouse, and Dennis Quaid. And the reason why we're talking about Pandorum today is because it was a PayPal recommendation and donation from a big contributor and supporter of this channel, David Klimoff. Once again, here you go, recommending a film that I think I was aware of, but definitely have never seen before. That poster, that image of the arm with all the tubes in it and the name Pandorum on the forearm. I believe I've seen that a lot. I've just never seen this film. And I think seeing that poster, I thought this movie was going to be about like drugs and rehab. Like someone would have been taking like some hardcore drugs and they were going to be seeing things or thinking up they're going to be waking up in like a psych ward or something. But then you watch the movie and you realize, nope, it's not that. However, there are hallucinations and things of the nature, but no, this is a sci-fi epic and a survivalist film. And I say let's get into it. Thank you very much, David, for the recommendation. If anyone else out there also wants to be like David and help support me, contribute to this channel, you can select the QR code that is in the bottom left corner of your screen right now. Send over your donation of $5 or more with your movie recommendation, and if I have access to it, I will watch it, review it, and give you a little shout out just like what I did with David here. After human overpopulation depletes Earth's of its resources, humanity launches the ship Elysium, which is basically an ark housing 60,000 individuals. They are planning to make it to the nearest planet that has a livable atmosphere called Titus, and on this spaceship they have a rotation of several crew members who awake from cryogenic stasis and run the ship for a little bit before they go back under. Well, this time a couple of people wake not remembering anything of their previous mission, and with power supplies seem to be dwindling, they try to get the ship back up and running so that they can make it to their destination. But we quickly find out that there are some alien zombie-like creatures on the craft, and gosh damn it, if you make even the slightest bit of sound, they come running after you. Thankfully, Corporal Bauer, who is played by Ben Foster, runs into a couple of people who are also awake and in hiding on the ship, who are doing their best Kiefer Sutherland on 24 impersonation. And because they are doing this impersonation, they're able to make it through scot-free and to get the power back on and reveal all of the hidden secrets along the way. And for those of you who don't remember what a Kiefer Sutherland on 24 impersonation sounds like, it's soft speaking, but talking very serious and just making this out to be the biggest thing that has ever happened before. No, Mr. President, don't give the nuclear codes to the terrorists. We don't negotiate with them. Seriously, every character in this film speaks like that, especially Nadia. Even when they're safe and there's no alien zombies in sight, she's still talking like this, and it's just all so melodramatic. Now, this film is giving me a lot of kind of direct-to-DVD type feelings toward it. Maybe it's just because I've seen a lot of direct-to-DVD films that are like this or follow a similar story where they're on a spacecraft looking to repopulate the human species on a planet. That's basically every sci-fi direct-to-DVD film that's out there. So I guess they tried to put a little bit more money behind that basic story with this film. I guess it didn't turn out so well because this film is a box office failure. And it's just not a fun film to look at. Like, everything is just dirty and grimy, and everything is so dark for the longest time. You can barely make out anyone or anything. And when you first start seeing these creatures come out, they run by so quickly that you're like, what the fuck is going on? Are they the other crew members that are on this ship? Are they zombies? Are they aliens from another universe that have boarded the ship for some reason? Like, what's going on? Don't worry though, I'm not going to spoil exactly what happens in the end. It's a fun little twist, and I thought, yeah, that's pretty cool. I mean, you have Dennis Quaid in a position of power in a movie. You know that's never going to lead to good things. Let's just put it that way. Whenever that actor is playing a character in some position of power, nope, you know that they're the villain in some way, shape, or form. But like I said, this film, it just isn't fun to look at. And I think that's what is the big issue with this movie, is that there is no fun. There is no releasing of the tension. There's just melodramatic performances and melodramatic set design. Just everything is so dark and grimy. I mean, I was about to say why, but that would spoil everything. But it just falls into the trope of this style of sci-fi storytelling. David, you recommended Event Horizon the other day, which I reviewed for you. It's up on my channel. And in that film, the spaceship, even like the up-to-date clean one, is all dirty and grimy. And then we go to the Event Horizon and that ship is all dirt and grimy and disgusting, full of blood orgy people. And then we move to this film and everything is all dark and dingy and grimy and slimy. And it's just, I'm so over the whole sci-fi, hey, we're on a spaceship, but because, you know, it's not Star Trek and we have people, you know, on duties to clean everything constantly, everything is just going to start deteriorating, which doesn't make sense. You would think because it's out in space that everything wouldn't deteriorate because there's nothing in space to deteriorate it. Which again, I'm kind of toeing the line here because I don't want to spoil it. But there is a reason behind the grime. I'm just saying, like, this is falling into the trope, like, everything is all grimy when it comes to sci-fi space films, especially around this decade when this was released. I like Ben Foster. He's a really fun actor, but he doesn't leave a mark for me. I feel like anyone could have been cast in this role and we would have gotten basically a similar performance. And like I said, all of our other actors, they're doing their Kiefer Sutherland stuff. It's not an awful movie by any standard. There are some great twists and turns. There are some cool set designs in here and some stakes that we have to overcome. There's a fun little sequence where he has to crawl over all of these alien zombie things and he covers himself in their blood and in their skin so that he smells like them and they can't smell him. That was a trippy little sequence. But overall, this film, I just feel, is lacking any energy. It's lacking any sense of fun. It doesn't really sink its claws into me to care, which may be just my viewpoint on humanity in general now. Like, yeah, humanity is going extinct because of overpopulation and all the shit that we've done. Yeah, we deserve it. We don't need to carry on the human race, so why should I care about this movie? So, some good things, but the majority of it just, it's not a fun time, and it's not a fun viewing experience. I'm gonna give Pandorum 2.5 out of 5 Blu-rays.
I found that if you have a goal, that you might not reach it. But if you don't have one, then you are never disappointed. And I gotta tell you, it feels phenomenal.
So guys, if you've seen Pandorum, what did you think about it? Or if you've never seen it before and you stumbled across because of this video, then comment below and let me know what you thought about it. And as always, if you like what you see here, if you like my take on movies, then hit the subscribe button and make sure you hit that bell so you'll know the next time I'm releasing my next movie review. So guys, I will see you next time on the channel, but in the meantime, be well, be good to each other, and go watch a movie. Take care, guys.